Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up and away. Got a big day, sorry can't stay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Film Buds podcast. This is episode number 74, and
Wow.
my name is Henry.
I'm Chloe.
We're 74 episodes in, Chloe.
That's great.
Gosh.
It's an odd one to focus on.
Yeah,
but
still though. You know, what a journey it's been, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So thank
I
you.
wonder what episode 47 was.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Listeners, go back on the feed and check that one out. So, anyways, thanks again for joining us.
Unless it was the mother one.
No, that was I think that was one of her, you know what, maybe first 10 or 15, I think.
No, it was not.
I think it was.
No, because it was after my knee surgery.
Okay. Well, the listeners will be the judge, I guess. But yeah, so thanks for joining us. And today we're going to be talking about the new Nicole Kidman film, Destroyer. And then we're also going to be talking about the new
Natasha Lyonne.
Amy
Netflix.
Poehler show, binge-worthy show, Russian Doll, that's on Netflix now. So, yeah, and then we have, you know, a little bit of news, some listener questions, all the usual stuff.
Wow.
So it's going to be a good time, I think.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Well, Chloe, what is going on these days? How the hell are you?
Oh, good. I missed you, Henry.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Had a little tummy ache there,
Yeah.
as you know.
We had a preemptive strike or a trial run the other day, but
yeah. I rolled up and I said, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And
Yes.
I left. And I went home. And I slept for like 17 hours. So there was
Wow.
there was something going on. You
Wow.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not like a sleeper. So
No,
yeah.
I've never thought that about you.
It was like midday. I'm not. Call me what you want, but I'm not a napper.
Okay.
You know?
I'm not a napper either, unless
Mm-mm.
I'm just dying for it.
You're a little bit more of a
I'm a sleeper.
lounger, though.
I'm a lounger, not a napper, but maybe a sleeper.
Yeah.
I like a good night's sleep.
I'm stand.
You're a
Just-
standee.
Just stand somewhere for an hour trying to figure out what to do because you don't want to lounge or.
You're a thinker.
Oh, maybe.
There you go.
But in a bad way.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah,
Maybe it's meditation, like the least healthy form of meditation.
perhaps.
I think that's really relatable, though, right?
I think-
Doesn't everyone do that?
I'm sure a lot of people.
I'm
have
not a
been there.
shower thinker. That's not my jam.
I'm
'Cause
I'm a shower thinker.
I don't want to waste water.
I'm a shower thinker. I'll waste the water, but
I'm
Yeah,
a post shower thinker. I'll turn it off and then I'll just be like, this is number one, it's gonna be cold when I get out of the shower. Number two, this is such a hassle.
showering.
Post shower, just
Oh.
like all the stuff.
Oh yeah, you gotta get your
had to-
hair done and all that.
Have you seen my hair?
Well-
I don't do crap to my hair.
Well,
Literally nothing. I towel it,
mhm.
and that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Looks great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So, one thing I wanted to mention, I told him I would. Our good buddy Jacob number 2, who has still not been on the show yet, but
Okay.
at some point soon, just wrote and directed a new short film
Wow.
that's now on Vimeo called "Will I Make It Through the Night?" And it's
Is it scary.
it's a little scary. It's like a mystical, dark love story.
Wow.
And he's been working on it for a while. It's about this young couple who's happy as can be, and then suddenly, Chloe, things go terribly
Oh, geez.
wrong.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, so it's a real fun time. It's a good film, you know, and
I
he's been
bet.
working on it for a while, I think. And so I'll put the link in the show notes for that if any of you are interested.
Neato.
And yeah, you know, like it, watch it, share it, Instagram it, do whatever the heck you want with it.
Do what you want.
Yeah, just support the guy. So
Mhm.
cool. Oh, and I'll talk about my. Should I talk
Yeah.
about my little
But of course.
article thing? So yeah. So moving on.
God,
Yeah,
it sounds
no,
like
no.
you're going to say something tragic.
No.
My
So,
arm fell off.
Anyways, I got a assigned by the local newspaper, the News of Orange, to write a freelance piece about this recent Orange County guy.
No one knows.
This guy
He
who
graduated from Orange, right?
from Orange High, a few years before me. Who?
Oh.
Yeah, so he's like 28, I think, and
ancient.
so yeah, real oldie. Anyways, he got the chance. He's a real estate broker in New York City, and he got.
Is he now?
He is,
and he graduated from Orange.
Correct.
Y'all don't understand.
Yeah, so he went
I'm trying to think of an Orange equivalent.
He went to a university in Florida and then moved up to New York because he wanted to be an actor. And so, anyways,
man. Now he's a real estate broker.
Yes, and an actor.
But he didn't act on this show.
Quote
unquote.
We'll save that for another time. Anyways, this guy he got the chance to be in this upcoming Netflix blind dating show that's going to be premiering on the 14th called Dating Around. This guy named Luke.
Day.
Yeah, he's plays one of the lead guys in this, and so
you're setting it up. That's not how it works on a reality show. You don't play a lead.
But he's one of the main focus that you focus on, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what I'm not an expert in reality shows.
Shows.
Yeah. Anyways,
everyone would think I am, but I'm not.
He's one of the central characters who's going on these dates. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that.
Let's say that
he's a character, and so. Anyways, I interviewed him over the phone yesterday, and he told me all about it, and which was pretty interesting.
Is he nice?
He's a nice guy, you know.
Sweetie pie.
I think so. I mean, I only talked with him for maybe 10 minutes.
What's his name?
Luke.
What's his last name?
Hawksworth.
I want to look him up now. That's a very distinctive name.
I mean, he seems to be a very successful real estate broker in New York, and he's always wanted to act, and so he was able to be in this as well as I think some stuff when he was younger.
That's good.
But yeah, so just got that done. The editor said it was a super fun read when I sent it in to her.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
So that should be happening in the next.
It looks like a Drew.
What's that? You want to say that a little louder?
It looks like one of my people. Not with a name like that, though.
One of your people. Oh, yeah. So, ooh, hot mic. Sorry. But yeah, so that one's going to be published, I think, in the next couple of days. I'm pretty sure. And so it's my first kind of big piece for this newspaper, which is fun. And I also got to have a quick little back and forth email correspondence with a member of the Netflix PR team.
Whoa!
Yeah. So
hot mic.
Yeah, hot mic.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
how was that?
Just fine.
Dandy.
I mean, it wasn't
News of Orange have a movie review section?
Not yet.
You should get on it.
Not yet. Not yet.
You should get on it.
Yeah. Well, since she seemed to like the article a lot, who knows?
Who knows what
possibilities
will
are
abound.
Endless. Yes.
Is that
so, anyways, that was fun to do, and got to talk to this guy.
Did you learn anything interesting? Can you spill the tea?
Well, I mean, he wasn't allowed to give away any spoilers or anything, which, I mean, I wasn't really interested in that anyways. But, I mean, it was more just about him personally. I mean, he moved up to New York and became a real estate guy, and then his this girlfriend of his told him about this opening in this reality show.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
About a dating show?
Or I don't know. Or maybe a girl. Maybe it was, I don't know if it was
Snowflakes,
a girlfriend or a girl who was a friend.
Right.
I don't know.
He's a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was very quick. It was. I didn't.
All right.
If you're listening, let us know if this was a girlfriend or anyways. So, and he got this chance to be in the show,
and he did it.
And he
did
got
he get
in.
to go to an island?
No, it's based in New York City.
That sucks. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it. Like if I'm gonna spend that amount of time, pleasing other people in like the creepiest Orwellian way possible,
right?
Encouraging the demise of, morality and society as we know it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a tan.
Sure.
Yeah. Just
so,
saying.
Yeah. Well, next
time,
cross your fingers.
I'd be good on Survivor though.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be entertaining.
I'd kill it.
Yeah.
I'm charming.
Sure. But
I'd be fine. I'd be good at I wouldn't be the best at they're not sports things. So I won't say sports things. You know what I mean?
Athletic things?
The challenges or whatever. But I would say I'd be like at least 75th percentile.
Sure.
You don't want to be the best because then they're going to knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be the worst because then they're going to knock you out. I'd be 75th. I get through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm good at kind of like, I don't want to
Blending
say I
in?
can be manipulative.
Blending in?
Yeah. Not really blending in,
Yeah.
but I'm funny though sometimes. Like
You are.
it's kind of but I'm funny sometimes when I'm uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
I remember our soccer team had to go to this wake for one of the girls in our soccer team. Her mom
Oh,
passed
no.
away, but
Oh,
I
no.
never met this girl because she was on JV and now some of ours, and I never talked to her once. And then obviously I never met her mom. It's obviously a very sad situation,
Of course.
regardless, right?
Of course.
But I was so uncomfortable because like the whole soccer team had to go, and so I was just like cracking jokes because like I didn't know what to do because we were standing in line for like 2, wonderfully lots of people were there because I'm sure she was a very nice person and a lot of
course,
people
yeah.
care about them, whatever. But I didn't know. So we were in line for like 2 hours. So I was like,
I mean, you got to break the
you
the
got
ice.
to. And then I saw my favorite history teacher, Mr. Buhacek.
Oh, wow. Shout
So
out.
that was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I had a long convo with Danny. I had a fight with Danny.
The one you lived with?
Uh-huh.
How'd that go?
Danny.
Well, it was a fight, so I guess.
The OG listeners will know Danny, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had to live with this dude
goes
for
way
a
back.
week and it was hard. They should have filmed that. Dear Lord. Anyway, so I lived with this dude for a week. His name was Danny. I see him sometimes around. I see him in the weirdest places. Lots of parking lots. This was not one of those times. I saw him in a normal place. We were talking, and we started talking about late night hosts, and he was trying to fight me on who was the best late night host. He's very like uppity. Like I was wearing my dad's Harvard sweatshirt, right?
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, Harvard is." Oh, what did he say? He said something stupid. He
I
went
don't
to
know.
like some like University of Chicago. I don't even know.
Get out of
I
here,
don't-
Danny. Get out of here.
I don't know crap, right? But he was insinuating that like Harvard was like crappy. And I was like, I have no preference, but don't be shady for no reason. Just
Yeah.
like saying it's worse than the school you went to. That's just implying that you're fabulous. That's
Sure.
I see through that, Danny.
Uh-huh.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, we were talking about it, and he was trying to fight me so hard, and I get impassioned, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, who's your favorite late night host?
It was Letterman.
Yeah, of course it was.
But-
You're such an old soul.
I mean, just watch those Johnny Depp Letterman interviews.
oh my God.
But no, I guess now I don't. I kind of go back and forth. I mean, I guess Jimmy Fallon, just because I like Jimmy Fallon as a.
Yeah.
But I mean, I definitely don't have a one in particular I always watch.
Jimmy Fallon is not my favorite. I think he's a great guy. I think he's not. It's just not the type. Danny loves Jimmy Fallon, and I said, "How are you so friggin' pompous and you love Jimmy Fallon, who's like no substance," which is fine. Like that's his. No offense, to Jimmy Fallon, but like he's super agreeable with everyone who comes on his show, right?
Sure.
Like I love Seth Meyers because if a jerk comes on his show, he's like, "You're a jerk."
Sure. Yeah.
But and he like doesn't cater to, and he doesn't have like supermodels on his show. Like no shade, but it's just not my jam.
But
You know what I
what's
mean?
wrong with having supermodels?
I don't find them at all fascinating because I don't think they do anything worthwhile.
Wow.
There you go.
Hmm.
But I just don't. It's just not my deal. You know what I mean? He's a lot more like mainstream kind of poppy, right? Which is fine. I like all the games and stuff. It's just not for me. You know?
I'm not a game guy.
And I think he
but
fake laughs a lot.
sure.
But I loved him on SNL so much, which
Yes.
that might have been it as well because like when he first started his show, I went on a tour of NBC studios, you know what I mean? And I got hit with the door by one of his security people. Like they
Oh,
were
wow.
opening the door, and the guy was like, because I was. I strayed from my group a little bit. I was with my Aunt
Well.
Trudy. She doesn't have kids. She like doesn't know to pay attention
As is customary.
to children because they wander when they feel like it. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? You know.
Who don't?
So I was like, I love Jimmy Fallon because I love I used to be obsessed with SNL when I was little, so I love SNL. And he was the best. And so I was, stand by Jimmy Fallon just to kind of breathe the same air. You know what I mean? I got hit by the security guard, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then I heard, what happened or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And he was going for his break between the thing, but he was not obviously coming out those doors, but he was walking past, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry that happened, kid." And he gave me a high five. He didn't call me kid.
Sick.
He didn't call me kid, but I was like, No worries. I didn't say no
Here's
worries.
to
I
you.
don't really remember.
Yeah,
Anyway, so that was sweet.
Here's to you, kid.
But I also met Seth Meyers, who was also super sweet. That was Kaylee and I, you want to say your line?
Friend of the show.
Yeah, Kaylee. Kaylee and I went to see him. And then we waited backstage and we had matching. We love Seth Meyers. Like I said, love SNL. Seth Meyers has always been bae. He always used to wear maroon tie on Weekend Update, and so we made shirts with glittery maroon ties on them. But the top tie part, I don't know what you call that. The knot was a heart. It said I heart Seth, but mine got messed up, so it looked like it said. Well, it did say I heart. It looked like STEM. I don't really know.
Huh.
I don't know how it happened.
Not the worst word mix-up ever.
It wasn't. It wasn't great. Now these days, I do love STEM. It's that science and math, something for kids. I don't really know. Anyway,
Don't know.
I should know for sure, but I don't remember what it stands for. I don't like science or math. That's my arm hitting the chair, I think. That.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I get a little animated.
You get heated, yeah.
This ain't heated.
Well, yeah, well.
Anyway, but he was so nice, and the thing was, so a big part of his act was talking about how he gets so annoyed when like people can't take pictures, like moms are bad at taking pictures, or like so whatever. And then classic, Kaylee and I were taking a picture with him, and my mom couldn't get the phone to work.
Oh, Butterfingers.
I said, "Oh my!" I said, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "We won't even I'm so sorry. Like, we'll just quit it. Like, we're just happy we met you. What have you, right?"
How embarrassing.
And he was like, "No, it's just the joke," and he was super nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, he might have taken one of the first selfies.
Wow.
Because my mom just couldn't crack it.
Well,
and obviously he was taller than us.
We've all been there, so.
We've all been there. But anyway, so Danny was trying to fight with me about this. And I said Seth Meyers because he's intelligent and funny and he's really paying attention. I said, I also like Conan a lot. And he said, oh, don't get me started.
Conan's been growing on me,
He
I'll
said,
say.
don't get me started about Conan. And I said, fine, I won't. And I left.
Did you see that Olive Garden skit he did? With the guy who's the Italian expert?
No. With Jordan? Of course I have.
Classic.
Oh, I love Conan. You can watch Conan's Travels Around the World on Netflix now.
I heard it. I saw that,
And I'm pretty sure Jordan would be in it because in the Italy one, he was with him.
Wow.
Jordan Schlansky.
Little tie-in.
I really like Conan.
Yeah. He's been growing on me. At first I was like, I'm not
so
digging this
smart.
guy.
He was roommates with this is like my favorite fact. He was roommates with Tommy, what's his name, in college.
Wiseau?
No. That'd be
only.
really good. No, what's his name? They both went to Harvard and they were Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh.
Is that right?
I don't know.
That could be a fact.
Hmm.
Could also not, but
Wow.
I feel like Tommy Lee Jones is older, but he might just look bad. Not bad, different.
I think he's getting up there though. I mean, he's
Conan?
definitely No, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
I think he's aging. Not as bad as Mel Gibson, but he's aging.
Oh yeah. Well, if only Mel Gibson would age faster.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have a radio show on the Whoop radio station.
Wow.
Doing music. It's like a 90s punk revival.
That is so cool.
And on, yeah, like in the 2000s.
Neato. You gotta play lots of killers then.
Yeah, I'm already putting up some playlists.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like authorized immediately, but I already got the killers in there. You don't gotta worry. All right.
Okay, thank you.
But wouldn't call them punk, but they're alternative.
They're not punk.
No, but close enough, right?
Yeah, why not? They're inspired by punk.
Exactly, yeah.
Degree of separate. Like Seth Meyers and Kevin Bacon are cousins. First cousins.
Wait, Kevin Bacon and who?
Seth Meyers.
Oh.
He found out on that Know Your Roots show or whatever I like.
Oh. Oh, and it's Larry David and the Democrat guy. Bernie.
Don't call him a Democrat.
They're
Democratic Socialist.
The Democratic
they
Socialist.
Are related.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It is funny because he was him on SNL.
It is funny. But that's that. So, okay.
Look, all Ashkenazi Jews are related.
Right on.
I'm probably my aunt's grandma or something. Okay.
That'd be weird.
I am my own step aunt in law.
That should be a reality show.
And I'm Gemma's step aunt in law, and I'm Gemma's step niece in law, and I'm my own step niece in law. Because our parents are step siblings.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know, but
You didn't know my parents were step siblings? Yes,
No.
you did.
It wasn't in my memory, but I'm sure you told me. I believe
I'm
you.
sure I did.
Yeah. Wow.
It was all what's the word?
It's all in the past.
It's all okay. No, it's all okay. They were grown adults. They never lived together. Grown.
Wow.
Doesn't
Grown
count.
people. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Well, I mean, it's all worked out now, I guess.
I guess they're divorced. But I'm here.
Yeah, I got you and Gemma, so
There you go.
Yeah. How's she doing?
Oh, she
Same old.
She's okay.
Yeah, planning the wedding.
Well, anyway, don't get me in trouble, okay?
Okay.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
You should get your invite any day now.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm dying to get
Wait
it.
till you see the gorgeous calligraphy.
Wow. Was it personally done for me?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I can't wait. All right.
Just dive right in.
Yeah. So I guess with all that said, just a short and
Here's a
sweet
clip.
introduction.
Take a listen.
We're going to get into our first review, which is Destroyer with Nicole Kidman. And take a
Sebastian
listen to a
Stan.
clip. And Sebastian Stan. So take a listen to a clip.
I'm not good. I'm the one who's bad. It's not you. All right? I'm sorry for lying to you. I lied. I stole. And worse. You can be better than me.
Okay, so Destroyer is directed by Karen Kusama and stars Nicole Kidman, Toby Kebbell, Sebastian Stan,
Oh,
Scoot.
shoot. I didn't even recognize that was him.
Yeah.
He really slides through. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Scoot McNairy, Tatiana Maslany.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I was as engaged as I could have been. I didn't notice Tatiana Maslany in here.
Yeah. She was the
Now I know.
other gang member.
Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah. So the synopsis is a police detective reconnects with people from an undercover assignment in her distant past in order to make peace.
What a... Huh. That could be a whole different movie, that right there.
Yeah.
Good job, IMDb.
So, yeah, this one, I guess it maybe premiered at the Toronto Film Festival last year. And then,
TIFF.
yeah. And it's just kind of been making its rounds in theaters the last few weeks. Chloe, what did you think of Destroyer? 5 out of 5?
I said, what the heck is going on? Nicole Kidman's great. She's great. She's always, oh my God, tie-in with Jimmy Fallon, am I right? She's...
What's that tie-in?
What? The most famous video on the internet, if I may say so, is Nicole Kidman. She goes on Jimmy Fallon and she's like, you rejected me. And he was like, what? And it was the most awkward thing. So it was like super sincere. Like they both recounted this whole date they went on. And he was like, I didn't realize it was a date. And she's like, haha. She's super salty about it. Like she's clearly like,
Wow. No,
you should watch it.
I'll give
it's
it
a time.
I'll give it a look. No, but is it as bad as the weird hand clapping she did at the Oscars?
It's worse.
Worse?
It's way worse.
It's hard to top that, but
yeah, Nicole Kidman is like quite a character, but in a weird,
literally
beige kind. Yeah, fair enough. Like she's a very confusing person. I think it overshadows how good an actress she is a lot because she's so good. She's so good. Her accents aren't always great, but she's so good. You know, she and Naomi Watts were roommates.
Oh yeah,
they came over from Australia together. Yeah.
The one where it says Jimmy Fallon blew a chance to date Nicole Kidman?
Yeah. It is drama. She is... Are you... You gotta watch a trailer for, an ad first.
Ad.
But
Jeez.
dang, it is some. But anyway, she's great, so that was good. The prosthetics were like, what the heck is going on? But they weren't bad, but I was like, why is her face so big? But then they explained why her face was so big. But.
So, yeah. well, okay, so Nicole Kidman had a big face
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah. It was okay. I don't know. You start. How do you feel about it? I was like kind of on board, and then I was kind of just bored, and then I was kind of, oh.
Well, I would say it took a little while to get going.
Yeah.
I think, but I think there is a point. There's a bank robbery, and that's when I was in. And Chloe, I'll be blunt here. I love a good bank robbery.
I know it.
When they're done well, it's
Joker.
Sure, and in in the town, there's a good one. Stuff like that. So
Butch Cassidy.
Yeah. And so I when it's done right, it's great.
Movie. James Franco.
Oh yeah, Buster Scruggs, great bank robbery.
Terrible.
Great bank robbery scene.
Didn't they win an Oscar? No, they nominated.
Yeah, and I thought that was awesome, and so that I was kind of like in when that happened. But I think Nicole Kidman is pretty great, and I think that how it cuts back and forth between
it's neato.
Yeah, it's well constructed. I think by the end I was really enjoying it, and it's definitely, like I said on the last show, it's definitely in the vein of True Detective with that kind of mystical crime reality, sure. And so
which I like.
Yeah, I did really like the score. I really liked the score.
Yeah, I didn't notice it too much, so I might not have loved it.
Yeah, especially towards the end, but
the score is either like it hits me or it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, this one hit me. So
it hit you hard.
Yeah, hit me really hard.
That's great.
So, but I did like Toby Kebbell, who was kind of hit and miss sometimes.
When does he miss? Like he makes weird choices
with like Fantastic Four, and
I didn't see that.
You don't need to. And then there's one or two other performances. I didn't like him in A Monster Calls either.
Oh, that's sad.
It is. But I moved on. But
he was in a really good thing with David Tennant a while ago. I think it's called now I might be confusing my David Tennant things because I watch a lot of them. I think Toby Can I just look it up?
Sure.
Okay, keep talking. Because I'm going to say the wrong one. I already know.
And I think everything that deals with the flashbacks of her with Sebastian Stan.
Anytime he's in not for those reasons, okay, everybody, but every time
he's good looking.
I didn't say I think that.
But you implied it.
I didn't. I'm just saying don't imply it for me.
But I think it's the case.
We don't, jury's out. But every time he's in it, I was in for sure.
Okay.
But also that's the most interesting because that's when you get the juice. That's what you're waiting
for. That's where the juice is.
Yeah.
And so I think that stuff is great, and I think like I said, all the robbery scenes and how that stuff plays out is very good, and the consequences of her being undercover in this gang, and then it cutting back to the present day, and her just being so completely broken by having been involved in that life and in that situation.
It's called The Escape Artist.
The Escape Artist.
David Tennant.
I've not seen that one.
It's so good. I'm pissed though. Okay, so listen. It played on PBS, like all good BBC shows, right? And then I missed my DVR. It used to be like crap all the time. I don't know. But anyway, so I missed the middle one. You can't skip ahead when there's only 3 episodes. You feel you can anyway if you're me, but it's so I bought it on Amazon. This was before I, knew.
Yeah.
It's before I knew.
Before you knew about Amazon and their whole spiel.
Terrible ways. But that's not what we're here about today. Anyway. But so I bought it on Amazon, and then the next day.
What?
The series went on Prime on Amazon.
I think
and I spent $13 for an hour. That's worse than a movie. I can get twice that much time and half the cost.
You want to hear what's worse?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, so You know how they had
bottle.
Psych on Netflix for a while?
Yes.
Or it was on Netflix
It
for a
was,
while, right?
yes.
Okay, it's like I was loving it. Could watch it all the time. Then they took it off. I was like, all right, well,
Bye.
I'll rent some episodes on Amazon. I think I ended up buying a season or two. Almost 2
I
weeks.
have the box set. You should have asked me. But they're DVD, not Blu-ray.
No, not worth it. And then about 2 weeks later, the whole series goes on Prime. They were watching me. They're watching
They
us.
knew
you know?
it.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
So
That book looks really interesting. I'm trying to stay focused, but
oh yeah, it's this thing about superheroes.
is it good so far?
Pretty decent.
Have you started it?
A little bit.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, I did really like all the flashback stuff, and I think that as it moves along, the kind of really tortured state of her character, I mean, really works. I think by the end, just because you see how much of an effect
Yeah.
that had on her.
It's tricky for me because I'm like that
Chloe?
annoying yeah, basically. Synonymous, but like I don't want to be that like puritanical way, but it's really hard for me to, and they did a good job of framing her as the protagonist, right? But it's really hard for me to support people who I want to like, well, you done did it, son. Like at preschool when I tell the kids not to go down the slide head first 1,000 times.
Been there.
Right? Actually, that is not a good example because if a kid got hurt that way, I would like hug them and everything, not like that. But here's a good one. So in the morning when it's like wet outside, like dewy or what have you, the slide is still wet because they start their day on the playground, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, don't go down the slide, Aiden, it's wet, right? And he's like,
Damn it, Aiden.
And then he goes, oh, he's so cute. And then not that it's a real kid because I'm not allowed to, well, yeah, I guess I could. Anyway. It's a real kid. Anyway.
That's good.
I try not to use real names. I don't know.
That's fine.
Anyway. But he goes down the slide and he's all wet. And he's 4 and he's like, I'm all wet. And I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for me to
What'd
not
you
be
expect?
yeah, it's hard for me to not be like that with her.
Yeah, but I mean
I'm just like, be a good mom.
But she was undercover. It's not like
Get your act together
being
and be a good mom.
She was a criminal and then became a cop. She was actually doing her job to try and unravel this. And I agree that the lines are intentionally crossed in terms of how she acts, but
yeah.
I mean, I agree it was her choice or the dude's choice. But I mean, also I think the film is about guilt. I mean, it's about her feeling bad for
Definitely.
because she I mean, I won't give anything away, but she kind of
definitely
causes things to happen.
She's
so
a catalyst.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's
A
just,
troubled soul.
you know, I prefer like the Russian doll kind of deal, like introspection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not kicking. You know?
Well,
Introspection, not kicking.
yeah.
That's my new mantra.
Should be a bumper sticker.
I need that mantra because I'm violent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it was incredibly introspective, but I kind of found it to be somewhat in that way. But that's again, that's just me. But
I feel like it's this real, and I know I keep saying this recently, but I feel like this is clearly like a real second watch type of movie.
Sure.
You know,
mm-hmm.
for obvious reasons. Once you've watched it,
I will say the boyfriend of the daughter, like he was so easily hateable, which I mean, it was in a good way.
Mm.
You just see him, you're like, this guy is the worst.
The worst. Yeah.
And I did like the relationship with the teenage daughter and that final story.
Yeah.
How that happens. What'd you think of the ending? Did you think when it tried to be a little too existential?
I don't know. Kinda. Not really. Like I said, I think I need a second watch. I don't know if it. Look.
But
like
are you going to though?
Heck no. Which, to be fair, is a good part. I mean, it's a good point to make. Like, this would probably be way better for a second watch. Do I want to give it a second watch? No.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. But like, for example, True Detective had the most existential end of all time, and it was so beautiful. Like, I was just crying. Like, oh my god, I can still picture it. Like, I'm tearing up. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. Oh my God. So that did hit the mark. So it's possible. And this one didn't make me like roll my eyes. But
This is kind of like a long lost episode of True Detective in a way. Like it's not the best, but it's in that vein.
I think it would have been better. I always say that movies would have been better in other forms, but I think sometimes I either say, books or TV shows, like this would have been I think this would have been a good miniseries, so you could get more, just spend more time with the characters and kind of get, you're not so rushed and what have you. But I only say that because I think a movie has to be really, really well put together. I mean, because you're under a lot more constraints with a movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So that's why I say it so much. But, because you have to do a lot more work in less time.
Yeah.
For a movie. That's my point here. What? Have you seen Spider-Verse yet?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it back in
I
theaters.
never saw it.
You should have. It's
People
good.
loved it.
It's pretty solid.
I should have. I just, like I said, it made me nauseous, the trailer, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, I don't know what the word is, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, but it was good. I don't know if it's I still like Spider-Man 2 better. But I think it's definitely one of the best Spider-Man movies.
Someone at my gym, today, right before I came here, someone at my gym keeps putting Fox News on the TV in the women's changing whatever room.
Like a passive-aggressive thing.
Well, I keep changing. Passive-aggressive is me. I keep changing it to FX, and every time I put it on, it's a Spider-Man movie is playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I go at all different times a day, so I don't know.
Wow, strange.
I guess the Spider-Man the Andrew Garfield ones, to be clear.
Oh, yikes.
It's the new How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days of FX.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do like how the film kind of goes full circle. You kind of get the...
I like the full circle.
Yeah, I like that.
love that, but I didn't feel the huge payoff at the end. I feel like... Which maybe, I don't know if it's me or because they built up to it so much or what have you. I just didn't love some... And that, so they should have taken a step further with some parts, like the purple dye kind of thing, a little more of that kind of deal, a little, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not hating.
No.
I'm just not loving.
Yeah.
Not
hating, not loving.
Yeah. I mean, Nicole Kidman kept me in it for sure, though.
Oh, yeah.
She's so good. She's so good. She's a weird lady.
A little bit.
But she's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, quite weird, for sure.
Yeah.
But at least she takes risks.
Very much so. Like in The Paperboy.
Ah! Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Scarring.
Yeah.
That is up there with whatever that friggin' movie is with Scarlett Johansson, Under the Skin.
Under the Skin?
That is right up there with that. Oh my God. I feel like I want to vom. Which kind of speaks to it. And I will say, Paperboy did it in a more successful way. Because I'm actual gut reaction.
Then this or then Under the Skin?
Huh? Well, either one,
okay.
I guess. But no, I mean, extremely unpleasant. Under the Skin, I just was loathing. That's totally different. Paperboy. I feel like eels are going through my veins.
Gave you the willies.
Ugh. Hate. Big hate. Ugh. But it was good, obviously, because it had quite a... Also, I watched it when it came out. I don't know
really?
how old I was.
I didn't see it till years later.
I think I was too young.
It's the only Lee Daniels movie I like.
Lee Daniels, man.
Yeah.
What happened?
I know, right? Go back to The Paperboy.
I think it was based on something, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I never saw The Butler, though.
Don't need to.
Did you see it?
It's a waste.
Really? No, sorry, Oprah.
Yeah.
I'm a J.K. Rowling person. We've been over this.
Of course.
Yeah, well, fair enough. There's just... Everyone loves Oprah, but there's no reason for her to have so much money, okay? Zero.
That's the case for a lot of people.
No, J.K. gives it away. Like a
smart
person.
I'm not talking about J.K. specifically. I'm talking about all the people out there who have money. Jeez.
I just think people think of Oprah as what J.K. really is.
don't get that, but
Like, people wanted Oprah to run for president. This is the problem with society. Oh my god. The only people who had like support switching from like, didn't The Rock say he's not ruling out running for president?
get real, buddy.
Kill me. The only ones who I would support, it's a catch-22 in a fine way with me. You know what I mean? Like, the only ones who I would support wouldn't do it. Like Mark Ruffalo, I'd probably support him. He wouldn't do it because he knows he's unqualified. Chance the Rapper, same thing.
Definitely not qualified.
He's more qualified than Mark Ruffalo. Thank you so much.
Well, that's not a very big argument there. Or, anyways,
Just saying.
yeah. I mean, against Mark Ruffalo, sure. Chance the Rapper would be
Chance
great.
is great, okay?
He seems like a lovely man.
His dad is a politician.
Oh, yeah?
Always has been. Mm-hmm.
You catch the Grammys?
Heck no. I
Yeah.
don't waste my time with
Me
that
neither.
shiz.
Me neither. Heard Lady Gaga gave a really good performance, though.
Oh, yeah. How many more times can I listen to that song, though? Okay. I'm really happy for her. I think she's an amazing, inspirational woman. I'm impressed with how emotive she, I think, in earnest continues to be. Like, I'd be so jaded. Like, it's not healthy. I'd be like, thank you. But she bawls every time she wins anything. I'm like, woman, you're so successful.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it all comes from, you know, that,
Hey,
all
we
that,
all
all
got-
that
we
stu-
all
all that
got
stuff. We all got stuff. You
Personal
know?
demons, right?
We all got it. That's true. But I mean, like I said, I cried during the trailer, so I get it. But like, I don't want to keep listening to the.
I wish I can't remember the lyrics
Sounded
at all.
just like that.
I'd start singing in the shower. I don't know. So, well, yeah, but it was Destroyer was it was a good time. Yeah. And it was at least a welcome change compared to a lot of
At least it was At least we've been doing some interesting things. Isn't it so crazy how these two tied together in that crazy way as well?
It is.
We keep getting so lucky with that. Or perhaps everything is connected, Henry, you know?
Yeah.
Name 2 movies. Let me see if I can connect them. Any 2. Just look at your shelf. Literally any 2.
9 and 12 Years a Slave.
Oppression?
Yeah. Well,
Did I do it?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do another one. That was bad.
50-50 and Argo.
50-50 and Argo, huh?
This should be a new podcast
50-50
show.
and Argo,
idea.
huh?
Think on it.
I'll think on it.
Okay.
I'll think on it.
Well, in the meantime,
One's made by Jews, the other one takes place in Israel. Nailed it.
is it made by a Jew?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen are both Jews.
Oh, Joseph is? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I was just saying Joseph.
I
I call him Joseph.
I know. No, I just mean his last name is very Jewish.
Oh, that's fair.
There's a license plate around here that says, "I love JGL."
Huh.
And I always take a picture of it and send it to my friends because, like, I love him too.
Wow.
Third Rock.
I haven't caught that one yet.
Really?
But I'll keep an
It's
eye
a
out.
white big thing. I don't know cars.
Okay. Really narrows it down, but
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for it. Okay. Well, anything else about Destroyer?
I didn't think Sebastian and Nicole had very good chemistry.
I thought they were all right. But I didn't think they were amazing. But I thought
She's quite a bit older than him, though. Not that
Oh, let's not get into that
means
again.
anything,
Let's-
but what?
like literally anytime there's any age difference between characters, it's like, oh well, gosh, there's this weird age difference.
That's
And-
not weird. They're both grown adults.
Yeah.
But she's not that much older than him. I'm trying to figure out why the chemistry might be a little funky. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Was Nicole at the Grammys?
I don't think so.
Her husband always sweeps up.
Oh yeah, and I don't think so, but I don't know.
Hmm.
So, out of 5 stars, Chloe, I'll go a heavy 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I would like to rewatch it at some point, just for that bank robbery scene.
Three and a half.
3.5. That's not bad.
Three and a quarter, maybe.
3.25.
3 and a quarter.
3 and some change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I guess with that done, we can move
Yeah, let's
into
do Russian
our
doll.
review of
7,658,478 stars.
Wow. We can move into our review of season 1 of Russian Doll.
Yeah, it's 3 seasons.
Is it?
Planned for 3 seasons.
Okay.
Written for 3 seasons.
Great.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Are you taking a tone with me?
Anyways, yeah, so take a listen to a clip, everybody.
Let's fuck this party in the mouth.
Sweet birthday, baby!
No, life's short, carpe diem, etc., right?
What I do with my time is my business, my choice, baby! Sweet birthday, baby!
What was I just doing?
What? What do you mean?
I'm out of here. Fuck!
Sweet birthday, baby!
What is in this?
Stay away from me! I'm coming down the stairs!
Jesus fucking Christ, that's dark.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
I keep dying and reliving the same night.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
You seem fine.
I'm not fine. I'm questioning my own sanity. We gotta take the fire escape.
I have
Great.
a fire escape? I have to change my Airbnb
Oh, yeah.
listing then.
What was wrong with the stairs?
It's a long story involving multiple deaths.
Yeah, this is much safer.
I never lasted this long.
Okay, so Russian Doll is on Netflix now and is created by Natasha Lyonne, Amy Poehler, and Leslie Headland. And it also stars Natasha Lyonne, Charlie Barnett, Greta Lee, Elizabeth Ashley, Jeremy Bobb, great name, Rebecca Henderson.
Good.
That's about it. And the synopsis is a cynical young woman in New York City
Why
keeps...
is the name Jeremy Bob so funny?
I don't know. A cynical young woman in New York City keeps dying and returning to the party that's been thrown in her honor on that same evening. She tries to find a way out of the strange time loop. So this one, is
IMDb's really letting us down today.
yeah.
Gotta say.
Yeah. So this one, was premiered on Netflix and is, the Netflix is latest thing.
Killing the game.
Yeah. And so, I didn't know much about this one going in. I heard a lot about it, but I didn't have that much interest at first. But
Rude.
Chloe was like, let's do this. And
Let's
so
do this.
I
To be fair, I didn't know anything about it either. There was like hype, and I said, let's do this.
yeah, that was the exact reason why I was not going to watch it. I was
Because
like,
of all the
"Oh."
hype?
Yeah.
Henry, that's not good.
Like all the hype about Black Mirror, I say no.
Well, me too.
There you go.
But that's not.
I know it's
doesn't
not
work.
right, but it's the way I live.
Fine. How do you feel about Nailed It?
Haven't seen it.
You've never seen Nailed It?
No.
Oh, when you're having a stormy day inside.
I'm a British baking off guy.
Bake Off.
Bake off guy.
Me too, by far.
So
However, Nailed It is kind of funny.
it seems so, but
Nicole Byer's hilarious. Is why basically,
okay.
but it does get tiresome very quickly.
Yeah.
It's no BBO.
Yeah. For sure not. So, Chloe, I guess you're the one that wanted to do it, so why don't you start us off?
Can you start? I'm overwhelmed. All right,
well, yeah, so this
Ugh.
is a Groundhog Day-esque scenario.
Oh yeah, let me now. I hate the Groundhog Day scenario with a passion. Generally,
Not an Edge of Tomorrow fan? Love that movie.
No, I get bored after like 2 seconds of anything. I can't deal with Groundhog Day, Michigas stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I just can't do it. So usually I hate Groundhog Day stuff. This, I definitely could deal with.
Wow.
You know?
Well put.
So much more dimension to it. Because it wasn't about that.
No.
You feel me? Like,
It's not about Groundhog Day. It's about something else. Yeah.
sit down, Pete.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? The groundhog? His name's Pete.
I can't remember, but possibly.
I think his name's Pete.
Okay.
Puxatawny Phil, that's his name.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Well, continue.
No, I'm just gonna keep Look,
Oh, yeah,
Henry,
okay.
we know this by now. When I'm really impassioned about something,
You gotta
it's
take
not
breaks.
gonna work unless I just comment off of what you're saying. Because otherwise, I'll just be like,
It'll be annihilation all over again.
we can't have that.
Yeah.
Oy.
So, yeah. Well, I enjoy. I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it's like the best show ever. Like everybody's saying it is, but I thought. I mean, it was pretty entertaining, and I mean, kind of balanced the drama and the comedy well, I think, and which I think someone like Amy Poehler is quite good at.
Also, Natasha Lyonne.
Right, her too.
She wrote and directed a lot of it.
Yeah, and yeah, she's quite good in it. I think. I mean, just in terms of like a few small issues, I'd say, I think it took time, or maybe a little too much time, every once in a while before it set up certain aspects of their character. Like it was before I was really getting invested and I was learning a lot about them. And so I felt like some things like that, even just small things, could have maybe been introduced a little quicker. But other than that, I know some people are kind of upset with the ending, which I guess I can see. It's kind of like ambiguous, but I think at least I've seen, at least in some of the reviews, I've heard people commenting.
Henry had to remind me what the ending was.
Yeah, which I still kind of.
He didn't do a great job.
I barely knew either. So, I mean, I didn't really have an issue with that because I kind of like it left ambiguous, but
especially since there's going to be 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do. I trust them, though. I learned that from The Good Place. You feel me? I was like, this show is great. Why are they doing another season? Like, what could they possibly have? It's still great.
They top it.
So I stand corrected.
It's even more good.
It gets even more good. That's true. So this is I'm sure it'll do the same thing. So like I'm ready. I'm optimistic. You know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the some of the ideas that it brings up, like kind of. I mean, because it's dealing with like depression and almost
addiction too.
Addiction, yeah. And so it's kind of the idea of someone living for someone else and or living for other people, even if you're personally not as great as you can be, and also how sometimes living for other people can help that.
It fills your love. It fills
exactly.
You up.
Yeah. And so I liked that idea. I felt like it was pretty effective, as well as how they tackle things like depression and addiction
without going overboard.
Yeah.
It's also based on her life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But on a super obnoxious, you know what I mean? It's no Roma. But no, but like she had addiction problems, and she had like familial issues and like whatever, what have you. Yeah, like all that stuff. So that's a lot of it was, it comes from a place of earnest.
Right.
And she's reaching out because she's felt those things. It shows clearly her saying to you, I feel you.
Uh-huh.
You got this. We got this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing. It's what art is supposed to do, if you ask me.
Sure. I would agree. Yeah.
It's lovely. And it's so funny. I love it. It's so funny. At first they caught me off guard with all but it's so funny. And also, this might be a hot take. I don't know.
Let's hear it.
But I think this show handles sci-fi better than anything I've seen in a long time. Like a long time. What did we do last week?
Glass.
That was not last week.
Yeah, because we yeah, it was Glass.
Was it?
Glass and Suicide Squad, yeah.
No. Anyway, I feel like we've watched a lot of sci-fi things lately, and this does way better.
Serenity. Never mind.
Serenity! That's what I was...
Right.
How could I forget?
Yeah, classic
That's what
film.
I was comparing it to, with Serenity.
One of my favorites of the decade, yeah.
That's what... Like, you know what I mean?
It definitely does it better than Serenity, but that's a pretty low bar.
I know, I'm just saying.
But I agree with you.
I'm just... So I love the way it handled sci-fi. Like, it's like reverse proportions of... Okay, think of 2 cakes, okay? You're making 2 cakes. Mm-hmm. They're both going to be super sweet. Not like proverbial sweet. Not like too sweet. You didn't add too much sugar.
Yeah, you don't want to...
stevia if
you
live
don't
in my
want to piss
house.
off Paul and Mary.
You know what I mean? What? What?
Great British Baking Off.
Oh.
Was a little tie in there.
I was thinking of Peter and Paul and Mary. Sorry.
No. Continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, But yeah, it's like reverse the proportions of sci-fi and like sweet, like emotive, like, real life kind of stuff, right?
Right.
Of like Doctor Who and this show, and you pour them all in and mix them all up, and you get two great cakes.
Sure. Well put.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No
Well-
soggy bottoms here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can even. I guess you
don't-
can get a cake soggy bottom, but it'd be
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. You don't want a soggy bottom. But yeah. Okay.
I loved it. I think she's great. Natasha Lyonne.
I think
she's
she's.
so
I
good.
haven't seen her really in anything. So
Really, she's in Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah,
she
haven't
was
seen that.
in But I'm a Cheerleader, whatever, and American Pie. She used to be in lots of like those things, and then she got addicted to drugs, and then she wasn't in things, and then
whoops.
it was really nice. I heard her. She did an interview, one of the Build series, which I've talked about before, because like they're really cool to listen to, because you get some good insight there. But she was talking about how she used to live in East Village, which is where they filmed the show, and she still lives in East Village, I think. But anyway, and they always filmed it like through the night, because that's how you have to do it a lot of times in New York, because it's really expensive and everything to shut down streets, what have you.
Yeah.
And it was cold and everything, and she was just reflecting on how she'd been down these streets so many times in like bad form, like very unhappy, very unhealthy, whatever. And now here she is walking down them with like her director's binder. Like, she wouldn't say in an obnoxious way, like it was really beautiful. I just love that,
Good for her.
But I think she is so funny, so good. I also really appreciate that her character is so round. Like, she's kind of a character, like the whole cockroach thing. Like, that's really funny,
Mhm.
right? I like it. I like it a lot. But
Sure.
now she is like the alternative of like Nicole Kidman. She was not just a straight up protagonist. Like, she did a lot, like, she wasn't great. Wasn't a great person, right?
No.
And so it's hard for me to get back. Nadia, who's named after Natasha Lyonne's favorite 1980s figure skater. Who would have thunk?
Okay.
But she is also not great, for sure, in the beginning especially. Like, not great at
Mhm.
all, right?
No.
But, like, you're rooting for her because, like,
Yeah.
she's so endearing and everything. She's a real lass. Like, you know what I mean? I
Real
just love it.
lass.
I just love it. And I feel like there was so much attention put into it. Like, if you notice, the guys, the three dudes, the, like, bros, who are too old to be bros, but they exist for sure.
You do you, right?
No. Stop. If you're doing that, stop. But the guys from the convenience store
Yeah.
were the same dudes from I'm good with faces. I swear to God, they were the same dudes from the video game meeting. And I swear to God, they were also the same guys in the ambulance. So basically, all
I'd
the
have to-
jerky dudes, the bad dudes, were all the same people. I'm positive. I just like little stuff like that. I just think
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah. Little details.
You know?
Mhm.
Fabulous. Like, this show I could totally watch like 6 more times through.
Wow.
Honest to not all,
There was a review I read. It wasn't like for the New York Times or anything. It was just some other kind of written review. The guy binged it 3 times before he wrote
Already?
this review. Yeah.
Dang, well, this is his job, but dang, son.
But you don't need to do it 3 times.
It's only
to
4
write it.
hours.
Still.
I would do it twice. 3 times is, yeah,
I do
okay.
it once.
Okay, wow.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, the issue, yeah, I agree with everything that you said.
Also, I love Alan. Oh my God, little baby. Oh.
Yeah.
And that guy's such a jerk. Like, all the characters are so good.
Yeah.
People love Greta Lee. I don't understand that. Like, apparently it's like her breakout. I don't understand that,
I
to be
don't
honest
have
with
a
you at all.
love for her.
TBH, I really don't get that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
so good. You just gotta watch it. Because it has so much heart, so much meaning, but it's also so entertaining, funny, action-packed. You don't know I didn't figure out what was gonna happen, really.
No, I think it keeps things pretty.
The thing with the fruit,
Mysterious.
I loved that. At first, I was like, okay, it's a little like, detail, like, good job, like, that's interesting, like, Stranger Things. But then it had a real thing. And I said, yes, okay, I should not have doubted you. Oh my God, I guess I have trust issues. Oh my God, so good.
I hear that.
Oh my word. It's just great. The more you think about it, the more I think about it, the more I like it. Like, so good.
Yeah.
Ugh. Loved it. And there's lots of lots of ways they can still go. Like, well, I can't really say much, but
hmm
so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. Not as much as you, but clearly. But
I loved it.
yeah. I mean, watching it, I was like, Chloe's gonna love
It's
this.
like if Lady Bird was a grown lady in a cooler
Or if it was a TV
universe
show.
and better.
Could be good. TV show, TV drama.
Lady Bird?
Yeah.
No, boring AF.
No,
No, I couldn't stay with her for more than that amount of time. She's annoying.
I didn't find her that annoying. I don't know. Anyways, won't get back into the Lady Bird discussion. Not without Braden, who I guess actually Braden might be. I don't know if he's already gone up to DC or not, but I think he's
I'm
going
sure
soon.
he has.
Yeah. Well,
He
because
was
there's the
on
whole
furlough.
there's the whole shutdown thing, and so
It's over, Henry. Where have you been?
I know I know the government isn't shut down, but anyways, we'll get off track.
What?
Not
Oomst.
yeah. Russian doll. I mean, my own, and this is my own personal issue, my own personal demon.
Uh-oh.
No, it's nothing weird. Chloe, it's about to get really raw in here.
I bet.
No, I mean, it just, in terms of a television show, it just so often, and I think this one is included, it's not super guilty of it, but it fits into so many others of it just being so much about the hook at the end of each episode to keep you going. And it structures itself so much on that it's purely just the medium, not particular to the show itself. And I just think that with so many of these Netflix shows, they do it so much to style it in the way that you'll just keep on watching.
I have a rebuttal.
By all means.
So I get that a lot. Like, I hate it when like network shows rely on that because I think it's cheap because like you have to wait a whole week and I think it's like annoying. Just don't do it, right? But with a Netflix show, I feel like they more wrote out the whole everything, and then they said where would it be like a cool place to cut it. You know what I mean? Because it is accessible.
Yeah,
I do see what you're saying though.
Like I'm just trying to think of some other recent shows that that's kind of one of the reasons.
Most shows do it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I've kind of stopped watching a lot of television dramas, just because it's
can't handle it.
Can't handle it, and it's just starting to feel so calculated in that way, and it just gets a little tiring. And that's why I usually will stick with movies, just because it is just a singular sit down of viewing. And so I don't think this film or this show
is the length of Gangs of New York.
Yeah. Oh, you hear about Scorsese and the Devil in the White
It's in
City?
my news.
Okay.
Don't ruin it.
And so yeah, I don't think that the show has that too much, but I think it just fits into a certain formula in that way. But I still think it was my dog's right under our table, a pretty entertaining and I think it's worthy of a good bit of the praise that it's getting. It's kind of a cool under the radar a little bit. It's not overly flashy or anything, and
it's very earnest.
Yeah,
and neat.
Yeah, it's quite earnest
and well put together.
Yeah,
well edited, everything.
Mm-hmm. What you think of the soundtrack?
YGG, good job, ladies. It's on my Spotify. I loved it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Loved it.
So yeah, this is the first show I've watched all the way through in like ages. So
good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, anything else you want to
watch it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Netflix now, so
watch it.
Give it a poke.
Give it a poke.
Yeah.
As many as you want.
Yeah, couldn't hurt. I wasn't worried at first because I didn't see the run times because I didn't realize they were all 30 minutes. I thought they were like
50.
7 episodes. They're all an hour long. I was like, oh no, I can't do this.
That's what I was saying. I said, oh, I don't know how we're gonna do this in a week. And
I was like, oh, Chloe.
You got me again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close one. I would never do you dirty, Henry.
No. All right. Well, I guess we maybe out of 5 stars. I'll go 4.
That's it?
I guess so.
You gave the other one a
4.
A better 4 though.
This is it's a heavy 4.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I give it So I give it like you're going through your closet, right? To like give stuff away. Probably is why you're going through it,
Right.
And then you find a snow globe, one of the little ones, not a big one.
Ew.
A little one from like that recalls all these memories, and you're like, oh, and you shake it, and just like that feeling right then, where you feel the need to shake it, even though,
Yeah.
why
Reminisce.
why do you?
Reminisce about the past.
Not even. It's like in this moment. It's like all of that.
All at once.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a powerful feeling.
Yeah, it
But
is.
okay, well, cool. Yeah, so check that one out if you want. Alrighty, should we do some news? There's a few things we can talk about, I guess. Right?
I have to go to the bathroom again.
So Chloe's got to go.
You can. No, you have to talk. No.
All right, go for it.
And I'm not editing it out.
I was gonna go get something to eat. We could both leave, and then I'm kidding. No, you go.
It's gonna take forever.
Yeah, so I'll go solo here. So, I guess the first bit of news is the Aladdin.
Do news without me.
What am I?
Do news without me. I do news.
What else am I supposed to talk
You
about?
always make me just talk about stuff. That's why I end up singing.
Okay, that's fair.
Gosh.
All right. Well, I don't know what to talk about here. I might just leave it dead air. But yeah, so I shoot. Oh yeah, but I guess my radio show is gonna be on the station called Whoop, and it's gonna be probably sometime in the evening, and it's all about the punk revival in the 90s with bands like Green Day and Blink-182, and it should be, if it does end up happening, it should be broadcast pretty far, and so a lot of people out there, wherever you are in the United States, might be able to listen to it, which would be cool. And yeah, so that'll be fun. I'll let y'all know when that's happening. I rewatched Wayne's World right before we started recording, which was just a classic movie. And yeah, I guess I can kind of see what Chloe means when I shouldn't leaving her alone, because she'd probably be even worse at this than I am. But I hear her coming back, so we're safe. Yeah, that was fun, Chloe.
How was?
It was great.
I don't like 30 Seconds to Mars, Henry.
Huh?
I don't like 30 Seconds to
Oh yeah, I'm wearing a
Mars.
30 Seconds to Mars shirt.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they're not my absolute favorite band, but I like their early stuff in particular.
He annoys me. Like you didn't know.
No, I knew Jared Leto. I can see here. Let's get into this. So I can see why people see him the way you do, which I don't disagree with. But when I see him working, I hear other people talking about him. He seems like still a very genuine person, but comes across as kind of pretentious.
I think he's genuine as well.
So, but what is it about him that annoys you?
His personality.
Sure.
Also, I don't like 30 Seconds to Mars music.
I mean, I think most recently they went kind of downhill. So I definitely don't think all of it is great, but I think they're
Since My So-Called Life, he went downhill.
okay. But I really like A Beautiful Lie. That album is great, and I think there's a few songs from some of their other stuff that is quite good as well. But I mean, they're definitely not like top of the list for me. But I think he's an interesting person, and I think he's very prolific, and he's really kind of fights to kind of get the best quality, even if that doesn't always work out. And
good for him.
So, and he was the Joker, and I liked him as the Joker. So
I know you did, Henry. I know you did.
So that's that.
Joaquin Phoenix, am I right?
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So,
Okay.
I will give us
Ready
the
to dive
news.
into some news?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have to find
What you think about that Aladdin trailer, Chloe?
Oh, yikes. I'm so upset, man.
Looks, and isn't that done? Isn't it done by Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
Whew, come on.
Genie's getting heat.
Come on, Guy.
Will Smith is getting heat for that.
Well, it's kind of.
It was bound to be bad. Like, I don't know how they were planning on making it not bad.
Yeah, but he looks pretty bad.
They could just made him look like a, blue Will Smith.
That's what they did.
No, they didn't. They messed with him.
I think he looks like a blue Will Smith.
No, he should have just been like
He looks like an
Tobias painted blue.
He looks like an avatar.
Yeah, like an effed up episode, like
Yeah.
one of the trial runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. They could have just done it like a digital thing, like Gollum, like how they do Gollum.
Yeah, they
but-
must have had enough money for that.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
it's freaking Disney.
Or I think he just could have been Blue Will Smith. You know?
Both are bad, I think.
I don't know. I'm kind of. We'll see.
We'll see it.
We'll see.
We'll maybe review it. Chloe comes out in May.
Wow, comes out in May. How exciting is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a great summer.
Who orders revenge drama Reprisal starring Elle Fanning? My least favorite. Who's really going hard is my point here. They're just doing all kinds of things.
Yeah. Well, let's get into that DiCaprio news.
I'm getting there. Josh Duhamel was cast in a Netflix adaptation.
Don't know who that is.
You know who Josh Duhamel is?
Don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
Who's
He's
Josh
like,
Duhamel?
He's like classic handsome man. He was
It's a
married
lot of
to
people.
He was married to Fergie. He's kind of a mess. He was in some Las Vegas detective show,
Don't
and then
know
he was
that
in
one.
he's been in a lot of detective shows that have sunk. I mean, you're not gonna know who he is. Did you see Love, Simon?
Yes.
He was the dad.
Oh, that guy's he's terrible.
No, he's not
not
terrible.
great. He's not great.
He's not great. Anyway, he got cast in.
Oh, he was in Transformers. Yes.
I don't know.
Okay,
Transformers.
he was-
I've
yes.
never seen it.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. That's where I know him from. He was in
You love him.
Transformers. No.
Hmm.
Incorrect, but that's okay.
He's in a thing called Jupiter's Legacy. It's a show being done by Netflix.
Jupiter Ascending?
No, Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh, it's
yeah,
okay.
it's the prequel
okay.
where they go back in time to make the future less of a
Sounds
bad
even
movie.
worse, but-
No. Oh, let's all remember Eddie Redmayne was in that before we get on the Eddie Redmayne train, okay?
Brutal.
Anyway.
Brutal, buddy.
Man, that movie should have been so good.
Oh, I actually do like
The
Jupiter Ascending.
costumes were dope.
I do like Jupiter. I think it's better than people say, but I definitely don't think
Eddie Redmayne was horrible in it, though.
it's no Valerian.
Couldn't speak to it, but
Yeah,
I
but
trust
he is a train wreck in that movie.
But anyway, that TV show is about two superheroes. It's like the thing now because we're like everyone's getting over superheroes. So now the thing
Thank
is,
goodness.
now the thing is superheroes in modern day life, like being kind of bad at, like Incredibles 2 style. You feel me?
Sure.
Which you made me see. I think I fell asleep, but we have seen Incredibles 2 for the podcast.
Oh yeah. Yawn.
It's on Netflix now.
I saw that.
I'm not gonna watch it. 'Cause
No,
I
me
thought it was
neither.
boring AF.
Me neither.
Anyway, sorry, Brad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
Brad
yeah.
Bird.
Oh yeah.
But so this is like the superhero parents, and then their kids are like have to deal with their parents having been I don't know, some crap like that. I'm in for that other Netflix one with Robert Sheehan, whom I love. Anyway, from he was in Misfits. It's like the Umbrella Academy or something.
Oh, I heard about that.
I'm
yeah.
in. Okay, also the trailer came out for Catch 22.
Didn't catch that one.
Looks
Although I heard-
pretty standard.
Yeah.
But that guy's in it.
Just George Clooney so badly wants to
I
do
know,
satire.
he
You
does.
just can't, buddy.
He wants to be a Cohen. You
Yeah.
can't.
You can't be a Cohen.
You can't be a Cohen.
Stick to drama.
Stick to drama. They're making Kevin. What's his name? Kevin.
Bacon?
Janice Silent Bob. His name Kevin.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith is helming Howard the Duck.
I saw that.
Horrible idea. What's her name needs to get in the lady for. I'm really doing a bad job right now. Leah.
Keep going.
What's her name? Leah Thompson needs to run in there and say, "Don't do this again." Another Back to the Future kind of thing. She can. That I would watch. Leah Thompson doing a Back to the Future to stop Howard the Duck from ever happening. She was in it.
Okay.
Anyway,
I believe you.
what else we got? Oh, and now here we go. A book by Eric Larson, Devil in the White City, it was a good book. I read that a lot. Now, this has been in production.
For 10 years.
He bought the rights for, was it 10 years? Oh my God, I'm
think
so
so.
old. I remember being in Harris Teeter when I found out he bought the rights. I was with my mom in Harris Teeter by the
We'll all
by the
remember where we
sandwich
were when that
section.
happened. Yeah.
I do. I remember where I was. I was in the Harris Teeter near the deli section
Wow.
with my mom. And I said, "Oh my gosh, Mama, you won't believe it. Leo," and at that
I
time.
forgive you for taking a picture of me wrong. with Seth Meyers.
That's not the only one. She took this picture of me with the guys from the Black Keys, and it was the worst picture ever, and I was so mad.
Huh.
And then the guy threw up because he was really sick. Yeah.
Been drinking too much of the
sauce. He was just sick.
Right.
He was. He was ill.
Okay.
Anyway. Devil in the White City. So the crazy story about the World's Fair, and I'm really excited to see the world. I hope it's done well, because my family, maternal side especially, obsessed with the World's Fair, like obsessed. It's like our thing.
Okay.
So it's during the World Fair, this doctor basically like bought like a building and like murdered ladies in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't love that.
No.
But
I don't think anyone does, but
I think a lot of people doing it's an issue. And okay.
what's it, like it's like the Black Dahlia murder or something.
There's so much people love freaking why?
I know there's a new podcast about it. There's the Chris Pine thing about it. I'm telling you,
Chris Pine?
Yeah, that by the director of Wonder Woman, that TNT series.
Oh.
Yeah,
went right over my head.
Yeah, it's just it's like I Live the Night or something. Something like that.
Okay.
It's
Sounds
Chris Pine
right.
and the girl who did, or the lady who did Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Patty Jenkins.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Huh.
But yeah, I mean,
and like the Ted Bundy, I'd already told you my feelings about the Ted Bundy.
I would agree that
and Netflix just bought even more Ted Bundy.
Really?
They bought the Zac Efron.
The Zac Efron thing. Well, I agree with the Ted Bundy thing. That's starting to feel pretty gross. But
Yeah.
I don't think that one of the reasons I think why that book was successful is because of the story itself.
Which one?
Devil in White City.
This is to me a different, and perhaps I'm being a little, not noticing the color of the kettle.
Okay.
Did that work?
I guess so.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I
think
don't want
so.
to be like revisionist about my own, moral qualms, what have you. But it's a little further removed, whatever. It also depends on how they do it, I have faith in them. But anyway, my point is, also it didn't happen extremely recently, but in any case, but so yeah, Leo bought it a long time ago. Avalon? I don't remember the name of his production company. Aviation? No, not
Avalon, I think.
It is Avalon, yeah. He bought it, and now Marty is I'm glad they're back together. We needed this. Sorry, Andrew. Sit down, Andrew Garfield. Get out of here. You've had enough time.
Yeah, just one movie.
Really? It feels like more.
No, just the one.
It was more than.
Well, I mean, Marty said that the Irishman is supposed to hit maybe in October, I think he said.
Good thing.
Yeah.
But this one will be on Hulu.
Yeah, and it's a show. Just come on, do a movie. Just don't be that guy. But fine.
Why?
I'll watch it.
Actually, why is it going to be a...
Yeah.
Well, to be fair to be fair, it's quite interesting the way it happened. And my hope is that they focus on the detective, police, more than
the killer.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's a little better because it's not just glorifying. Like, I feel like the Ted Bundy one is about Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like...
A little much.
Uh-huh. But, so,
Yeah.
But so yeah, also they're in it, and I trust them implicitly, which I don't know, but I'm fine. I do, and it's fine, and it is what it will always be.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Did you read that guy?
Oh, on that note,
have you read
that
guy's other book, the Lusitania book?
Yeah, I've read all his books.
All right, good.
He does a lot. Yeah, he does a lot of the same deal.
Mm-hmm, it seems so.
He basically, it's like documentaries but books, and that sounds stupid because I could just say biographies. But it's not, because the way he does it, just trust me.
Mm-hmm.
If that's your jam, give it a whirl.
I mean, it seems like he's successful and he's a good writer. I mean, from what I can see, I haven't read any of his books.
Definitely now I haven't read them for quite a while.
But I always see him on the bestseller shelves and stuff. So I'm sure he's making that paper. So
yeah,
good for him.
Good for you, Eric.
Yeah.
But on that note about the whole grossness thing, they're making a movie called The Act with Patricia Arquette and Joey King. Now, I can't be positive because we don't really do a good job all the time of knowing our stuff. But by the images, I'm pretty sure that this is based on Did you hear about it? Was only a couple years ago, okay? And the girl is in jail for murder, like right now. Like, we should all not be like this as a society. You know what I mean? I've said that a lot today. I mean it.
Mm.
But like, so Patricia Arquette plays this mom who like makes her daughter think she has like cancer and stuff her whole life. And she like shaves her head and stuff. Like, it's basically like this weird Stockholm syndrome, like brainwashing thing. Like, she just brought up to think she's sick, and they're on like extreme home makeover, like all this other crap, right? And then the daughter eventually is like, "Oh shoot, I'm not sick," because she started this weird online relationship with this dude, and he's like, "Yo, you're not sick." I don't remember the details. Okay, I just saw it on the news like 2 years ago. But she killed her mom,
Okay.
and this was like very recent. Now they're making a movie about it.
Bits of that sound
And
familiar.
I don't know how to. Yeah, I do know how I feel about that. I don't like that.
Sure.
One bit.
I wouldn't say.
Isn't that creepy?
Wouldn't say. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm crazy about that either. But
Creepo.
In terms of the similar to Eric Larson, there's some new book that actually seemed pretty interesting in the 50s in London, where it was like, I guess it was smog that it was kind of engulfing the city at that time, and so it was constantly hazy and foggy. There was this serial killer that would like
Jack the Ripper.
No, and it was this night in the 1950s.
You don't know.
It's. I mean, I don't know.
They think it's Prince Philip.
Yeah, but it seems like it kind of discusses the state of the city at that time, but also that this killer was kind of running loose in the city of like literal smoke and fog.
Wow.
But it seems like an interesting read, and very much in the vein of something like Devil in the White City.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
And that show, what's that show my dad really likes? With the Irish guy? Oh,
Peaky
jeez.
Blinders?
No, not Peaky Blinders. Ugh. There's this. Ugh. Oh, it's gonna bother me so much. Listeners, if you know.
If that rings any bells, let us know.
Shoot, it's like a PBS show. It's on the like a. Ugh, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not sure.
I think it was about Jack the Ripper, maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
There's that Johnny Depp movie from Hell.
No, it's not. What? Sweeney Todd?
It's pretty much.
Let's see. Thomas Middleditch is joining Zombieland.
Who I don't know who that is.
You know who Thomas Middleditch is?
No.
I love him. He's the
What's he
main
been in?
guy from I'm really losing it now. From not the the IT crowd. It's not the IT crowd. The other one, Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
I love him. Okay.
I know
he auditioned-
Rosario Dawson also was in Zombieland too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With Cory Booker.
Yeah, because all of her Netflix shows got canceled. You know,
Rosario Dawson had Netflix shows?
she's in all the Marvel Netflix shows.
Oh, I don't remember watching any of them.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now they're cutting them all. She's got to find more work.
Poor
you know?
Rosario.
Yeah. Seriously, it's
Shoot.
like all these different
She's in
jobs.
Trance. That's one of my favorite movies. That's a
Should give that one a
dope movie.
rewatch. Yeah.
Dope, dope, dope.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, James, my fave.
You're killing it, buddy. You're killing the game.
Always, always.
Yeah.
So Thomas Middleditch auditioned for SNL, and they're like, "Sorry, you look too much like Seth Meyers." True story.
Okay.
But he's fine now.
The Newsweek guy, the news. What's the news thing on SNL?
Yeah. Weekend update.
Right. He's
Colin Jost,
dating
Scarlett
Scarlett.
Johansson. He has
That's
been
cool.
for quite some time.
I know. I'm just saying.
Sorry, don't be sad.
I'm not sad. I mean, I'm. Well, I won't go into that.
Devastated.
Yeah, jealous.
Oy. Okay, now this one is good.
I was this close.
Senior executive at MoviePass pleaded guilty to stealing from previous employer.
Didn't hear about that.
Just like Fire Festival. MoviePass, I'm still mad at MoviePass. It's my own personal Fire Festival, except I'm not an obnoxious. Well, I might be I was gonna say I'm not an obnoxious millennial, but I'm not a person who's gonna waste $700,000 on feeling rich.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see movies.
Still never signed up for it.
You're lucky.
See?
I finally.
Everyone was hating on me for not doing it. And it's like, nope, sorry.
You should have gotten it while you could, though.
Maybe.
While you could, it was the life.
Sure.
And then just slowly the rug pulled from under my
pretty
feet.
quickly.
No, slow. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. They didn't say anything.
Wow.
It just began to happen. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's my own personal Fire Festival. What else we got? You're going to love this one. Chad Michael Murray joins Riverdale.
Wow.
That's great. Have you ever met him?
No. I have not.
He
No,
lives
I have
in
not had the
Wilmington.
honor.
I saw him at a gas station.
Oh, really? No, I have not had the honor of
Yeah, he
meeting him.
owns like a club and stuff, and he's always at the same coffee shop in Wilmington. I went to the school there for a year. Everybody knows Chad. Oh, now this one. I'm just going to read this straight from, I'm quoting Variety here. Based on a series of Reddit stories now known as The Bells, the story centers on a teen boy searching for the cause of a friend's suicide who finds himself captivated by the same alluring but deadly ghost story as he digs deeper. Which sounds god-awful.
What's the title of this? What's this?
Spire in the Woods. But listen now. The thing is, normally I would just brush this off as everyone's obsessed with suicide and it's bad and like I'm over it and blah 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 blah. How they think this is a good idea? It's a Reddit thing. They think it's not going to inspire. I just don't like it, right? But then you find out at the helms is none other than Steven Spielberg.
Wow. Okay.
What?
I'm in, Steven.
What you
Love
gonna
you.
do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I don't know.
Aw, man.
I'm telling you, he's full of surprises.
He
this guy.
is. I'm really sorry. David Fincher's World War Z 2, as I'm sure you know, officially sacked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was curious about that, but I mean, if he goes and does some other movie, I'm fine with that. Just keep doing stuff, Finchy. You know.
Yeah.
But that would have been an interesting. But I'm not surprised that they ended it over budget reasons because he's always trying to hype up the budget. So.
Mm-hmm. Saoirse Ronan and Kate Winslet are going to be in a romance.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time.
The biggie. Billy Eichner wrote and will star in a rom-com. And Judd Apatow was kind of in charge, and I'm so excited. Do you know who Billy Eichner is?
No.
Billy on the street.
Oh, yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal because it's like gay and,
Great.
you know, whatever. I'm super excited. It's going to be so good. Also, Woody Allen has sued Amazon for $68 million.
Well.
That is chutzpah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they cut his movie. That's
Not that I like to bring up the fact that he's Jewish because, you know, it's kind of like, oh, yikes.
Uh-oh.
If it's Jake Gyllenhaal, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
If it's a Franco, guess what? This one. Ugh.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts, though?
Well, I mean, they cut his movie. I mean, I think anyone, regardless of what you've done, I mean, I'd be angry. Heck, I'm suing you, Amazon.
Heck.
For $68 million.
Jeff is really going through it.
Yeah.
He's got the whole other thing.
He's dealing with a lot of stuff.
His nudes.
There's that.
Yeah. And that's that. That's all the news I got.
Okay.
You have any news that I didn't name?
There's the Oscars thing. They're cutting out. They're not going to broadcast the cinematography and editing awards.
What a freaking jerk.
Which is pretty stupid. Of all the things.
I was
take out sound mixing.
I was pissed when I heard. I was so mad. But I just thanked all goodness in all worlds and all dimensions that I got to see my man, Roger Deakins, win his award.
I'm telling you, if they'd done
before
that last
it was
year,
too late.
If they'd done that last year, we wouldn't have seen it.
If they had done it last year, I'd be in the streets.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm telling you, everybody's Del Toro, Cuarón, they're all up in arms, hating. I mean, the Oscars are.
They're losing it. They're not doing well. They don't know which table they want to sit at.
No, they're done.
Oh, they're ending up by the bathrooms.
Yeah. No host. They couldn't get Queen to play the opener. They're done.
So bad. I don't know why they couldn't get a host. Like, I'll host.
I think everybody's just tired of them now. Nobody wants to do it.
What? Somebody's got to want to do it. I don't know why they couldn't get a host, but I also don't care.
Get Brendan Fraser in there. You know?
I'd love that.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage and Brendan Fraser.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. There's lots of good options.
For sure.
Man, too bad.
Yeah, next time.
They should get the cast of Will and Grace. That'd be dope. I guess that's a TV show, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they all basically have only ever done TV.
Yeah.
I think I really like TV, Henry.
I know you do.
I love Will and Grace. Can we do an early
let's put
Picks
that
of
one
the
on
week?
on the boiler.
Oh, I love Will and Grace. But that's like a permanent Picks of the Week. It's like the only successful reboot. Whatever happened to Charmed? They did the Charmed remake thing, but did it just cancel? I don't know.
I really don't know.
Does anybody know? There's lots of shows like that, but that's the one that's really catching me right now. Henry just left without saying anything. I don't know how to pause this, or I would. If his computer wasn't all busted, I'd probably give it a whirl. But I'll just take this moment to say I love Timothée Chalamet. Oh, he's gone again. Yeah? Who would be good hosting the Oscars? Timothée Chalamet would be terrible. No offense. Timothée. Saoirse would be really funny. They should pair Saoirse Ronan with, like... Like... Oh, God, I was going to say Chelsea Peretti. Can't do that. She's a TV person, too. Not to be fair. I feel like good TV, like, no shade... Well, actually, yeah. Like, Kevin Hart, they were going to do him. He only makes stupid movies. I feel like a good TV show should count more than a bad movie, you know? If you like Kevin Hart, that's fine. I haven't really delved into his work, so I'm being kind of, can't really talk, but I don't think he's funny. Also, you know, apparently he's got some other issues going on. But let's bring Anne Hathaway and James Franco back. That's the best. There's nothing better than that. Let's do that. That was the worst. That was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. I just remember I spent the whole show yelling at my mom and sister saying, he's not high. I still don't know if he was high or not, but if he was, then it makes a lot more sense now that I'm older. Not that but anyway. Who would be good? Maybe they should just get some, maybe they asked Liam Neeson. That'd be good. We should talk about that. Ugh, poor Liam Neeson. Go listen to what Terry Crews said. Or Trevor Noah. I feel like those were the two best ones I heard in response to Liam Neeson. That got so crazy. He didn't actually do anything. Everybody's running around doing things. It's like Christian Bale. Yeah, he freaked out once. But, like, come on now. He's one of the best. And everyone vilified him. Not that, I mean, come on.
Where are we at right now?
More of a, let's just keep going.
Okay, I'll listen to it later.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, do some mail?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the filmbuds@gmail.com is the address that you can reach us. Also on Twitter @filmbuds and on Facebook and on Instagram.
Oh, I forgot there was an Insta.
Yeah, so follow us everywhere, you know? Even if you never look at it, follow us. You know?
Yeah,
Take
be a
the
real
time.
Joe.
Yeah.
Somebody got that. You didn't get it.
I don't think so. But, yeah, so...
And rate us, please.
Yeah.
On iTunes.
Yeah, and so... Feel free to send us any emails, comments, questions, whatever.
Edit your papers, anything. I love editing paper. I just like all kinds of editing.
Hey, maybe Gareth will send us all of his students' papers. That'd be hilarious, actually.
That would be.
It'd be a good prank.
I feel like he'd be very much in line with, like, the law, as it were. You know? Like, rules.
A good soul.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
what do we got?
We have one from Alexa.
Hello, Alexa.
She says, Hi, Henry and Chloe.
Hello. That's one for each of us.
If you all could own a or many movie props, regardless of what they would cost, which would they be?
Nimbus 3000.
Thanks so much for doing the podcast. It often makes my day when new episodes go up.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Alexa. Made my day just now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it would be some Harry Potter stuff. There'd be a lot of good... I mean, think of Harry Potter just in general.
God. I would get the Weasley clock.
Okay.
I'd get a sweater because they cost too much from Universal. Not paying $90 for a sweater.
No.
I'd want the bed knob from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. That's a good one.
I'd get the Prisoner of Azkaban time turner thing.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. That's a little basic, but it's all right.
Yeah.
I would get... Maybe some of these are basic, but it's okay. I would want a pair of shoes from Shadow of a Doubt.
Okay.
Do Charlie's have matching shoes?
Sorry, I still had Harry Potter in my mind.
That'd be dope. This is a good question because I love things. I would get... What else would you get?
I'd want one of the elvish swords from Lord of the Rings. The one that have like the really long handle and the curved blade. I want one of those. It's like a two-handed like scythe. Yeah. I'd love that.
I would get lots of things, but like for my friends, like things from Lord of the Rings and stuff. But that doesn't really count because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I would do it. Don't think I wouldn't.
Yeah. You.
But this is me time and you time, Henry.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? I mean, everyone wants a pair of HP glasses, right? It's like a classic.
Sure. Yeah.
Is it bad that I'm thinking about a lot of practical stuff? Like,
I don't think so.
Newt's outerwear would be very warm. Like, is it bad?
Just his general outfit?
Do I have issues? Like,
Yeah.
Well, his coat and his scarf be very warm.
Pretty
I don't
nice.
love Newt Scamander though, so I literally just am thinking of how to be warm,
Yeah.
which should be easier.
Yeah.
But here we are. What other things? I don't know. It's such a good question. I feel like there are books I'd want that I can't think of.
I'd get something from Mad Max Fury Road, like the car.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, but I totally feel that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Be pretty
There's that
cool.
guy who has a bunch of Mad Max stuff in Australia.
Oh, does he?
The old Mad Max, like, not obviously not the new one. He probably also has stuff from that, but it's like an attraction. He has a bunch of Mad Max paraphernalia around his
Oh, wow.
parts.
I hear that, man.
Man, it's such a good question, Alexa. I feel like I'm letting you down here. There's always so much pressure with these. I can't even think of movies that I would need something from Big Fish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
my God.
Albert Finney.
Oh, Albert Finney died.
Damn.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
Yeah.
Dang. Albert Finney, man. Big part of my childhood there.
Yeah.
I would need something from Big Fish. I don't know what it'd be, though, exactly, because there's... you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There aren't... I don't know. I can't think of anything that would really make sense. What comes to my mind is popcorn. But so I could get that anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, those some good ones.
Those are. Good question.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like we're really... Maybe it's just me forgetting stuff. I'm just a greedy
That's a good list.
Gracie. Whatever. I don't know. Is there
Yeah.
one for greedy?
I don't think so.
Okay. There's now.
Okay, so the other one we have this week is
I'm
from...
spoiled. Having two.
Oh, yeah. God.
And that was such a good one.
This one's from Jamie, and she says...
Hello, Jamie.
I guess it could be he. No, it's the girl way. So,
What?
says
What's the girl way?
Jamie. Isn't that the girl
No,
way?
that's boys too.
Oh, I don't know. This is probably a girl. So, dear film buds, I can't say how much I enjoy listening to the show, and thanks so much
I hate it.
for having read the email. And email I sent way back during your first run of episodes.
Wow.
I was wondering if you all would ever consider doing a second podcast. Wouldn't have to be weekly, perhaps monthly, that would cover or would center around a whole other subject. Since many topics already come up on the regular show, it could be anything from books to fashion and or culture.
Ooh.
I personally have been trying to find a fun podcast similar to the style of this show, but about stuff like fashion, modeling, culture, things like that.
Uh-oh. Jamie's not going to like me after I bash models.
Well, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe that's
sorry,
what she's
Jamie.
aching to get into. The hate.
He or she.
He or she is waiting
They.
to get into. I know you all are busy, but was just curious and figured I'd propose the idea.
Oh my goodness,
Thanks
thank
again
you,
for the
Jamie.
podcast.
Jamie, where you live, you can come on. That'd be great. Henry, what do you... Henry, we're not that entertaining, I feel like. But well, maybe we are, but I don't know. We talk about a lot of stuff on here. We should do more stuff, though.
Like what? What would you do?
Well, we should just do... I don't know. It's just... We'll figure it out.
Do an episode on like do books and do
That'd be fun.
fashion, do music or something.
Yeah. Like that. We
Yeah.
can do our top 10s of stuff.
That's the name of the podcast.
Top 10s of stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, we'll
Lists are super in right now, like top whatever's
Yeah.
very in.
Yeah.
We could do that. Every
Yeah.
week we could have a different subject. And each week we could be progressively less and less educated about said subject.
That'd be good.
No.
Yeah.
Be really good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, thanks for the
I'm
idea.
surprised that no one's tried to make like a satirical Bay of Pigs movie. Is it because JFK got
A
assassinated?
little sensitive. Yeah.
Man.
Although I guess they have.
More than Ted Bundy? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely a difference between the two
Whatever.
figures. I mean,
I'm not, okay.
although they did do Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, so I guess
That's true. That's true.
all bets are off now.
Wait.
so-
Tell me who. I'm always surprised. Who was in charge of that? Who was involved in that? And surprised me.
Timur Bekmambetov, the guy who did Wanted,
That's it.
and he also
Really, that doesn't surprise me too much now.
I think he did one other thing.
Maybe I was in the mood.
Oh, he also was a producer on Nine. That's probably the best thing he's done. But
Well, thanks, Jamie. You're dope.
yeah.
Thanks for sticking around, pal.
So the filmbuds podcast at gmail.com is the address that you can reach us, and all that is in the show notes. So if you need it, you can check back there. And your Twitter, your Clobo
787-654-9278.
Yeah.
Clo.
So okay. Well, I guess we can just do our picks of the week. And so Chloe, do you want to kick us off, or shall I?
Oh, you do it, because I can't remember.
Okay. Well, sorry, my dog's a little. She hasn't eaten yet. Sorry. Domestic logistics. So, anyways, I'll say I saw Stan and Ollie.
Oh.
Which is the
Steve Coogan.
new film. Yeah, new film with Steve Coogan and John C. Reilly.
What a cast.
About
Stan and
Ollie, which it was a comedy pair team back in the classic film era, and I guess in the 20s and 30s.
Oliver and Hardy.
Yeah. And so going in, I didn't really know much about it. I just kind of saw it just because I like films about that time.
It's gonna ruin my childhood if I watch it. I just know it.
And I thought it was pretty good. It's very, I think for better and for worse, it's very subdued and a very quiet movie.
Yeah,
and
it's for the Chelsea crowd for sure.
Very, yeah. And so it's mostly focuses on similar to someone like Chaplin. It focuses on that latter end of their career where they're starting to lose popularity, as well as just personally they're starting to either mentally kind of check out from wanting to do it, or John C. Reilly suffering from some physical problems, and they realize that they don't want to continue to do it if the other one leaves.
That's sad.
And so it's very much about the partnership, and so I mean it's entertaining. I think it took a little while for me to really get into it, but I think by the end it really had some good moments. And so that one I think is maybe still in theaters, probably not for that much longer though.
Yeah.
And then I watched the extended R-rated edition of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. What? Yeah. The Blu-ray comes with the R-rated extended edition.
Wow.
Tons of blood.
Lots of F-bombs.
No F-bombs, bunches of blood. And so this one is probably the only extended version of the Hobbit trilogy that actually there are some noticeable differences along with all the blood, which is great. There's a ton of really great action scenes that were just completely cut out from the theatrical cut. And there's a really great river sequence, and there's plenty of other awesome moments. I don't see why they cut them out completely, because they added a lot. And so definitely not an amazing movie, but that edition is a pretty cool movie just because I love.
If you like it, then you're here for it.
I love medieval fantasy battles. I'll watch it all day, Chloe. Just like bank robberies, I'll watch it all day.
You can have my portion anytime.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that one, check that one out if you can find it. And then I watched a silent film. Yes.
Another one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Called Children of Divorce, which stars Clara Bow and Gary Cooper, who I didn't know who was in silent films at all. I thought he was just purely
in baby.
No. And so this one is about from 1927, and it's about these. It was kind of an odd setup. It's like these kids who parents are divorced, and so they're all sent to an orphanage or something. It's like it's the equivalent.
Oh God!
It's the equivalent of an orphanage, but for kids whose parents have divorced. I don't know if this was a
real or not.
I don't know.
Oh God!
That's the thing. If you know anything about this, please email us.
Please don't.
I would. But this was in the 20s, so could have a lot of changes in the 20s. I don't know. Maybe they said, let's not do this anymore.
Yikes.
But anyways, it follows a group of kids and the young version of Clara Bow and Gary Cooper meet, and they fall in love. But then they depart after a while and then come back in their adult selves and reconnect. But Gary Cooper has already fallen in love
Oh,
and had a kid with this
no.
other girl.
Oh,
And
jeez.
Claire both's like, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Oh,
I'm
man.
losing it. I can't live without Gary.
Oh, wow.
And so anyways, the film was very much about her dealing with trying to get this guy back, but also dealing with her own personal
Is
issues.
it a rom-com?
It is not. It's very much a drama, but Claire Bow
man.
is quite good. She's one of the more interesting silent film stars, I think. And apparently, Chloe, fact check this if you would at some point.
I won't.
She had a pretty messed up childhood. Apparently, there was some rape of some kind.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, some pretty disturbing stuff. I don't know the full details,
Poor lady.
but yeah. But I heard some dark things about that. So
Well, thanks for that.
you're welcome.
That's great.
And yeah, cheer you up. And so yeah, that one's just rented it on Amazon. Check that one out. Give it a poke. And then I rewatched Tropic Thunder, which is one of my all-time
faves.
all-time favorite comedies. It's hilarious in so many ways. Robert Downey Jr., Tom Cruise. The whole movie is filled with so much great,
Tom
wonderful,
Cruise is such an enigma.
timeless comedy. It's
Lord.
wonderful. Then I
You sound like the guy from Twin Peaks.
rewatched First Man on 4K, and it's still, I think, a kind of an underrated biopic, and it's the sound is amazing.
There you go.
Ryan Gosling is quite good, and I think it's just a very interesting, very raw look at how much failure there was before Neil Armstrong got up to the moon, and how he just happened to be the one that didn't die in a crash, and he was the one that got up there, although he was a very intelligent, talented person as well. But the trial and error is a very interesting, somewhat unknown aspect about that whole thing, the whole moon thing. It is.
Okay.
Very. And then I rewatched The Girl in the Spider's Web, which came out on Blu-ray, no 4K.
Is that the bad one I had to see?
Yeah, very upset there's no 4K.
Oh,
This thing could have purred on 4K, but it shall not see that.
Man.
So, but still entertaining, very much too Bourne.
I didn't love it.
Yeah, too Bondy. But it's watchable.
Great.
And looks good. Like the girl from Blade Runner 2049, she's very good in it. And I like the one who's Joy in Blade Runner 2049.
I love her.
She's the sister.
No way.
Yeah.
Shooketh.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Big time.
Where'd her eyebrows go?
They're
Man,
gone.
that's a real trick. That is
And-
Nicole Kidman in the early days versus Nicole Kidman at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. And so I
They
still
did
think
her dirty with that one.
Yeah, I still think a great scene, the one like really good scene in the movie
cliff
is
one.
on the cliff scene at
Oh,
the
boy.
end, where there's actually some development, and it's, I think, a very good scene. And yeah,
I think her name is Anna de Armas, right? No?
no,
could
that
be
was
somebody
that,
else?
that was the girlfriend of Gosling. And
Oh,
wait, no,
jeez.
Joy, no, wait, Love. She plays Love.
Who's Love?
Love. She's the henchman of Jared Leto. That's who it is. Not
Okay.
Anna de Armas is Joy. She's the girlfriend.
This
She's
all
not in
makes
this.
much more sense
Yes,
now.
that girl. So check that out. I guess that might be about it.
I only have two things, and I already forgot one of them, but it'll come back to me.
Okay.
One of them is Miracle Workers with Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah, the
and,
first.
and my boy Danny Rad, my numero uno for life, with a Y.
That first episode got posted on YouTube,
It-
right?
I just watch it on TBS.com.
Okay. Oh, never mind.
It is so good, so sweet, so cute. Not super convinced of the girl lead, but like I'm here with you. Like we'll do it. We'll get there.
Okay.
But
okay.
Danny Rad is everything. Like he's just
I
everything.
know,
He's
Chloe.
just oh my god. We don't get it. It's just he's like so good though.
I mean,
he's
I always
so
enjoy the man.
Oh, he's so good. I love him so much. And he's just a kind soul, but also like he's such a good actor for real.
I think he
like
is.
Hundo.
Oh, you know who I saw?
Who dat?
Ron, and there's this new show on Amazon, or new miniseries or something, that he plays a detective. It's like an Agatha Christie-esque.
What?
Yeah.
Ron Swanson? No,
Yes.
not Ron. Rupert Grint.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's I can't remember
on
the
Amazon
name.
it's
But yeah,
new?
my mother watched it and he blends in so well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He's in that show on Netflix that I'm gonna watch it so I can tell you if
Oh,
you should watch it or
that
not.
sick thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick leave or something.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan's in it. I don't
Oh
know.
Lord.
I don't know what's going on. They got all the redhead,
Yeah.
but
Oh, she's got that new reality show coming up.
no effing way. Are you
Oh,
dead
you
serious?
don't know about this? Oh yeah, she is running some like beachside hotel or something.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
In Dubai.
Looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad.
Dear
Lindsay.
Lord.
Sorry.
What's the other one? Shoot. Ugh, gosh darn it. I'm so
So-
mad. Oh, Pen 15 on Hulu.
Huh. Haven't seen that.
Check it out.
I don't think I got Hulu, so I don't think I can watch these things.
I'll give
but-
you my stuff.
Okay.
It's the
Sick.
weirdest premise. It's like these two women are playing themselves as 7th graders,
Uh-huh.
but everyone else is kids.
That is weird.
It's super weird. It's pretty good. It's not like just my if you like what's that other show?
Don't know.
The Nick Kroll, John Mulaney cartoon thing, Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
If you like Big Mouth but also feminism, you'll like this maybe. Like
Okay.
give it a whirl. Maybe it'll suit you, maybe it won't.
It's
Worth a watch.
the new Sodi movie got put on Netflix. Didn't know that until just like a day ago.
What?
Steven Soderbergh's new iPhone movie
No way.
about the basketball.
High Flying Birds?
Yes,
Maybe we should do that.
Soderbergh. Well, no, we got to lead a battle
Zazie
angel this
Beetz?
week, man.
I thought that came out like 2 months ago.
This week.
Are you kidding me?
This
get
week?
Get a guess.
It was supposed to come out a few months ago, but no, it's coming out this week.
Are you dead serious?
I guess so.
Gosh darn it.
Well, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
We got to get some people listening though.
Okay.
So, take one for the team, you know. Anyways, no, I'm kidding.
I will take nothing.
So, yeah. What? Anything else?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry.
I guess that's about it for me too. Oh yeah, I watched like the first 30 minutes of Anna Karenina, the Joe Wright one. Still love it.
I love Joe Wright.
I do too, except for Pan and Pride and Prejudice, but
How dare you?
I don't love it. I'm not crazy about it, but I
It's
do love
not
Atonement.
super-
Darkest Hour is good, but not great. But I do love Anna Karenina.
It's dope.
Yeah, and I'm reading the book, so it's
Amazing.
a companion
2
piece.
snooze fests at once.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, I guess that's about it, Chloe.
Yeah.
You got anything else you
No,
want to throw out there?
I'm out.
Yeah, me too.
Sleepy.
Yeah, no, I gotta go get some food.
It's real Force Washington out there today. Make me tired.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Next week, again, I guess not sure. We'll figure it out. There are a few things coming out that we'll find something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Again, don't forget to check out my friend's short film on Vimeo. I'll put the link in the show notes. Just support local filmmakers. I guess not everybody's local.
But
Support indie filmmakers. You know, he'd
Alright.
appreciate it. Chloe, as always, it's always a pleasure. Such a pleasure.
you too.
Best wishes to your family.
Oh, thank you so much, Henry. Yours as well. We're out of juice.
And
We got to go plug in now.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.